Luke chapter 2 verses 16 to 21. Discrimination. Norman, Hyman, and Max Goldberg. Both the shepherds and the Magi were discriminated against by most of society, but they went in search of the Messiah while the others stayed home. It was a sweltering hot August day, when the Goldberg brothers entered the classy Dearborn, Michigan off the notoriously anti-Semitic car maker, Henry Ford. "Mr. Ford," announced Norman Goldberg, the oldest of the three brothers, "we have a remarkable invention that will revolutionize the automobile industry." Ford looked skeptical, but their threat to offer it to the competition kept his interest piqued. "We would like to demonstrate it to you in person." After a little persuasion, they brought Mr. Ford outside and asked him to enter a black Edsel that was parked in front of the building. Hyman Goldberg, the middle brother, opened the door of the car. "Please step inside, Mr. Ford." "What?" shouted the tycoon, "are you crazy? It must be 200 degrees in that car." "It is," smiled the youngest brother, Max, "but sit down, Mr. Ford, and push the white button." Intrigued, Ford pushed the button. All of a sudden a whoosh of freezing air started blowing from vents all around the car, and within seconds the automobile was not only comfortable, it was quite cool. "This is amazing," exclaimed Ford. "How much do you want for the patent?" Norman spoke up, "The price is $1 million. Then he paused. "And there is something else. We want the name Goldberg Brothers Air Conditioning to be stamped right next to the Ford logo." "Money is no problem," retorted Ford, "but no way will I have a Jew name next to my logo on my cars." They haggled back and forth for a while and finally they settled. $1.5 million and the Goldberg name would be left off. However, the first names of the Goldberg brothers would be forever emblazoned upon the console of every Ford air conditioning system. That is why today, whenever you enter a Ford vehicle, you will see those three names clearly defined on the air conditioning control panel. Norm, Hi, Max. Henry Ford's anti-Semitic views not only cost him an extra $500,000 but also forced him, without admitting it publicly, to deal with the very people he considered to be inferior to himself. Both the Magi and shepherds were also discriminated against, but it was they who listened to God, sought the Lord, and brought the news to others that the Messiah had arrived. Humanity does not differ in any profound way. There are not essentially different species of human beings. If we could only put ourselves in the shoes of others to see how we would react, then we might become aware of the injustice of discrimination and the tragic inhumanity of every kind of prejudice. John Howard Griffin, Black Like Me. Griffin had decided to undergo a medical treatment to change the color of his skin and temporarily become a black man, to better write this book.